So suicidal.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Understand? On that note, too, I must applaud Vision Songs because a few days ago I went to audition for this show that they're doing, hip hop meets dancehall. You know, they have to put the dancehall in there because we're Guyanese. We dancehall, and if we don't hear dancehall, we ain't gonna go out for just see hip hop artists, and that's the truth. You understand? So we're trying to show them what we have through doing a collaborative effort. But it was good. I mean, I know people who are judges, but I went and I auditioned.
And
I got in.
That's good.
I did a very good job. I was
Cheers
like,
to that.
all right, so I did a very good job. Now I gotta give myself a pat on the back. I still haven't. I really haven't.
I know for a fact that the last finale Poetry and Hip Hop Night was kept last November, I think.
Yeah, it was last November. That was our 2-year mark.
Wow, and you haven't kept any for the years yet?
I couldn't because the truth of the matter is we've gone to like 5 months into last year, which would have been like a year and change. I decided to bring a partner on board. His name is Paul Musa. I mean, he's very into studying marketing at the moment, so he would have been a good asset. And together we came up with Black Gold Entertainment, which wasn't just a forum to do Franale's hip hop and poetry night, but to also push hip hop artists and try to create marketing strategies for them to start to push their music. You know, of course, with us getting a piece of the pie, because, I mean, we're not asking for any fees. What we do is, let's say we take you on pro bono, free. Take you on and we say, you know what, you have talent, we can work with you, we can put every blood, sweat, and tears into you, but you have to understand that when you make it, you can't just forget about us. You can't just use us as a stepping stone. It's a partnership. We help you, you help us. You know, simple as that. So, we basically started to work on that. But we needed funds. We needed sponsorship. I mean, with his savings and my savings combined, we could basically keep the show afloat. And 704, trust me, 704 had been very gracious. You know why? Because to me, the things I say and the way I pitch never failed me.
No,
because look, yes, I'm telling you the truth. I was there with the first set of people who put me on. And that was the second month of doing the show that I used to do it. The first 2 shows I did at Southview Tavern, and then they closed down for some reason. So 2 weeks leading up to the third show, I didn't know what I was going to do. Everybody was like, you know what, you need to just quit. And the venue closed 2 weeks, what you going to do? I mean, everybody coming out to perform. And I'm talking about when one of my shows is like 30 to 33 performances. Sometimes one artist goes on twice. And that's a limit for them. You have to tell them, no, you're going on 2 times. And that's it. Because some of them really want to, get their stuff out there. You have all walks of life coming through 704. You know it's a semi-classy place. So we try to keep it semi-censored and so on. Not to just suck the life out of everything. Because to me, if you're an artist and you can't express yourself, then yeah, you understand. I mean, Picasso and everybody else express themselves. So, we do need it too.
Yeah.
So yeah, we had some problems with sponsorship. And trust me, we went all over. Some days Paul was like, y'all, I tired. I'm taking the bus. I parked my car today. I taking the bus. And I go in and he would tell me all the responses. I'm the type of person, if I got to you and I pitched to you, and you're telling me no, or you're telling me, no, we can think about it, and we can get... Don't tell me that. I prefer you to tell me no or yes. Because at the end of the day, is this. Business is business. People often know the things that they can and cannot do within the first couple minutes of meeting you and listening to what you have to say.
Definitely.
You understand? I mean, I know this place is where who know who getting up and whatnot, but we need to change that. To me, if it's a sound investment, why not do it? You understand? I mean, the first world countries are looking for new talent every day. And new talent is all around.
All over Guyana.
Trust me, all around. You hear? When I did what you call it last year, I planned and organized for the St. Rose's alumni, because that's what I do too. I plan and organize events. And that was a big deal for me. You know what I did? People who I know were A1, that always on time, always there. You understand? You're like, okay, we have a gig at Marriott. It pays X amount. you're getting entrance fee and this, and if you could bring a +1, how you have to dress, give them all the do's and the don'ts and everything. And it was really good. You understand? I mean, those were some people who actually try to work their way up, try to work along with you, believe in what it is that you're doing. And I should say 704 has been very positive in that aspect. Let me tell you, I went there pitching, I almost cried when I pitched to them. Because it was me, it was Ryan, that's one of the managers there, and there was this other guy, Roy, who isn't there anymore. Roy is a regular goofball. Everybody who has been to 704 know the ballhead guy, because he's one of Guyana's best referees. He even goes abroad to FIBA and all those places to referee for those people. So he's one of Guyana's little starry Carno. He's really cool, right? And I pitched to them, and I said, you know what? This is something that I want to do. I don't know, for whatever reason, I think maybe, it would have been a better light on them for whatever miracle, whatever. I was thankful, and it was good. And then you found we got airtime. Like, 704 has, between, what is the time again? Can't remember. But they do have an hour. I think it's 3:30 to 4:30 sometime.
On 94?
On 9 to 4.
Okay.
So they try to say, all right, we're not using today. We don't have any parties. You can take some people.
Wow.
And that's good because people don't do things like that. You understand? So to them, and I always try to express my thank yous, the DJs, the waitresses, they're all nice. I say, when you're doing a show, I bring in somebody, I'm going to buy 2 tickets, I'm off that night. And they're very supportive and they're very nice. You understand? They didn't have to do that for me. I mean, at the end of the day, I am a young girl. You understand? And most time people thinking that, okay, young people don't really have the head on the shoulder.
That's a fact.
But trust me, I put my blood, sweat, and tears into it, and everybody who's come on board with me, try to do the same thing. I mean, even the one of the DJs there, the house DJs, this guy, well, he's DJ tallest, right? He's really tall. And he pulled me aside one day and he's like, I like what you just do, I know sometimes it's hard because I realize that you just take your money out of your pocket and do stuff and whatnot, but don't worry, we got your back. We see what you're doing and it's good that you just bring out, and that's cool. I could go to him and say, Talis, I want to borrow 2 mics. Talis, I gotta get PA system. What going on? How much I gotta give you? You can holler, no, you gotta give me nothing. You use it, bring it back in good condition. And I mean, that's love. That's genuine love, you understand? Because people understand and see what you're trying to do. To me, my grandma used to always say, if you don't push yourself, nobody gonna push it for you. Simple as that.
Shout out to that. We're gonna take a shot to that. Which one would you want to try?
What do you want to have?
I don't know. This is a good one. This is a good one.
Oh God.
Butter pecan.
What? How have I never heard of these things?
Because you don't drink local rum, that's right.
I do. I like 5-year-old, and then like
that's the typical thing that
I do. It's nice though.
But
like
this is super.
5-year-olds mash you up. Actually,
5-year, yeah.
We're gonna
take that shot next to 5-year.
There is.
Yeah, we have 5-year.
God, when he done with me.
What's the saying?
Hey.
What's the saying that your grandma used to say? If you don't push yourself, nobody don't push you.
For you.
This is really nice. Really nice.
It is very nice.
So you didn't mention a mixtape earlier.
Yeah.
You
my first ever.
Your first ever. So where did that love for music derive from? What was the inspiration behind, getting into that form of art?
I don't know. Like,
did your mom did music or your father?
No, when something's in your bones, like.
So it just came about organically.
You can't shake it. No, I think it's hereditary, but I think it comes more from my dad's side of the family than my mom. Right? Reason being, my dad was in a boy band when he was young.
Okay.
Right? He think he could have. And do anything. The only 2 band members I can remember is my dad and this guy named Casper. He's a Rastafarian. I mean, I even saw him last Boxing Night when I went up in the village to, mingle among my people. It was fun. Casper.
So you got this musical side.
I think, more from my dad, because my dad loves music. His favorite musician is Bob Marley. And when I tell you, You know those crazy diehard fans? And you know how I know he was so crazy about it? I have a little brother, his name is Frank. His birthday was also the other day. He's also 15, but he's like a couple days before my twin brother and sister. When Frank was a kid, he used to dance to Bob Marley songs, and not just dance. You know when kids do things, you look at them to see if they just do mimicking or if they feel it. He used to feel it.
Yeah.
He let's call it buckta. He buckta. And my dad bought him this little guitar. And you know when Bob Marley used to swing the guitar around and he and the used to so good. I said, so now he was born and he just literally adopted that. So I'm like,
from his dad.
Get this from I know dad does do it. So and I was in awe. The first time I ever visited and I saw him do that, I was really in awe. He was just like a baby then, like a little kid, 3, 4. He was a little guy and he just and he used to, he didn't have natty dread, but anything he could get his mother cheer back when she ain't looking.
So have you performed a lot of places here in Guyana? Have you done?
No, actually.
Never did. I of course performed at the poetry.
Okay, besides my own show.
Besides your own show.
I did perform at Marriott.
Okay.
I like doing a lot of karaoke. But
I love karaoke.
But other than that, no, because the reason is one, I don't really know people like that from my show or through my show. I started to get to know the general population, and this guy who hired me, which is Mr. Thomas from head of the St. Rose's alumni. He hired me through coming to one of my show. And it was one of the waitresses. It was like, I have a very nice friend. He does a lot of promotions and he owns his own business and all of that. I'm going to bring him. And she brought him and he heard me and he loved the show. And after that, he was like, called me in to ask me, well, okay, what do you want to do? How much would you charge to do this and do that? Maybe there's something we could do for you in return. It was like as they used to say, hand wash hand, make hand complete kind of thing. So it was really good. And that kind of lightened up my heart, It was good. So despite the fact that we don't have any full sponsor on board to say, we've approached a lot of places. When I had my 2-year party, well, I wouldn't say party, show then, right? We had the only person who actually said she was coming and came was this girl, Ernesta. I think today is Ernesta's birthday too. Yeah.
Nesta Music.
Yes, Nesta.
Yeah, she's dope. Yeah.
She came through.
Very talented.
Because she said to me, I'm gonna come. I'm gonna support. This is gonna be my first pro bono performance. Or a free performance then. Okay. I said, so you're coming? She's like, yes, I'm gonna come. And she come with a little team. Yeah. And she had a blast. But that's the thing too. We had a good time and we had places who gave things on pieces and things. They donated a necklace.
Shout out to Shaka.
Yeah.
Very good friend.
2 people one from Digicel and one from GT&T, $5,000 credit each. So it was more like that night I got a lot of giveaways, so to speak. No long-term commitment, but giveaways, which was so good. Yeah, I had 2 really nice hampers from Banks DIH. We had nice things in there. What else did we have? I can't remember. I think that's about it though. It wasn't anything extravagant. We basically gave her the card. Oh, Terry Thompson Photographies. They gave one of those photo shoot packages, which was worth $25,000. So, cool. Somebody won on one of the young singers whose birthday was the week before. We actually did like a surprise. We gave them a cake and they had the whole cutting of the cake. And she actually won the photo shoot aspect. Okay. Actually, Mondale won it.
Shout out to Mondale Smith.
Mondale won it, and she's Mondale's niece. Okay. So Mondale was like, I ain't taking out no more picture. Me want nobody see me, so I'm gonna give it to her. And he did that. But it was really good.
So you said the last one that was kept was in November.
It was.
Could we is it discontinued or is this on a pause as of now?
Yeah, it is on a pause.
So we could expect one in the not too
Yeah,
distant future.
you will have future
Make
shows.
sure I'm a part of it. I would love to be a part of it.
No problem.
You
But
know?
that's the biggest thing. Right now, we're trying to get sponsors on board. Reason being, these kids are good, guys. They're
Yeah.
good. They put their all. Some
Definitely.
of them don't just rap. Like, you would hear, all right, fine, I'm an artist. That's it. These guys go to learn engineering. They learn producing. They build beats. Some of them design clothing. You understand what I mean? So they're trying to kill themselves, so to speak. That's how I see it. You're trying to kill yourself or prove a point that you have to be better than the rest, and still people don't see you. Then there's a problem there. Yeah.
It's an unfortunate reality that we all are suffering from.
I'm telling you, it's the truth. Look, the guy that's producing my music, his name is Ikaida, right? I mean, Ikaida ain't tall, but he's very talented. Everybody knows him. He's like, what should I say? Let me see. He's a white guy in a black guy's body. That's how he acts. But he's very cool. He kind of builds beats. He did designing. He went to New York to showcase his pieces. I mean, that wasn't in the papers. Nobody even knew or cared to say, well,
that's another
one
thing
of our own
guess
is
what?
going...
Negativity sells. If it was something negative, it would have been all
over. I get it.
But the positive, that's the thing about Guyanese, we don't pay no kind of attention to the positive thing. And we put all our emphasis, all the emphasis behind the negativity, You want to be popular, do something negative. It has to be something that has to do with the negativity. Not in positive sense.
I refuse to be that. In my head, I see it like this. If you don't hear me one way, you can hear me
not a way. Exactly. You see, they're refusing to give me that break for because of my books and stuff. I don't know what they're waiting until. You see, I just detour a little bit. I came up with Intoxicated. Now I'm going in them phase now, free of charge. So it's all about being strategic. You
have to.
It's all about whenever they tell you no. Don't just interpret it as N-O.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, interpret it as K-N-O-W. No, what's other alternatives?
Yes, yes. You gotta find
don't let them hold you down.
You do.
So, you did mention, the Trouble mixtape earlier. Could you tell us a little bit about that? And where did the name Trouble? Why Trouble? Are you a troublesome girl?
Oh my God. Okay, no. It's not trouble in the sense of being troublesome or being bad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no bad and
or people just trouble you.
No, it's more like, for those people who know me, which is like probably a handful of people here and a handful of people in Suriname that know me, the real me, they know that I didn't come from anywhere easy. I mean, being between two different type of lifestyles, you see a lot. You hear a lot, you go through a lot, you understand? At one point in my life, I was suicidal. I felt worthless. I've been to the point where, I thought that this was rock bottom. This was it for me. And you always try to find a way out. But sometimes you just let it be. And when you sink into that type of depression, you think a lot. You understand? And when you think a lot, and as I say, some people say depression helps you sleep. It's the truth.
Definitely. I was depressed before. And you can only relate to people who are depressed if you would have been in that state of mind. It's not
it's not easy to break the cycle.
Yeah.
It's not easy to get up, put on clothes. You don't even want to make yourself a cup of tea. You sit there and you stare. It's
like you're uninspired to even breathe. Like it's crazy. It's crazy.
It's that hole. And in that time, the type of thinking that you do, nobody really shares that.
Yeah.
So that's why.
I began writing while I was depressed because writing helps a lot.
It does
and
help.
Now I'm 8 books in, so. Thank you,
good.
depression.
It must. I have to read your books.
Thank you, depression. So you just mentioned that you were suicidal and stuff like that. I was actually fortunate to hear a couple of songs from your album.
Yeah, more to come.
Yeah, and one of the songs was entitled "Suicidal." Also, so was that song based on personal experience, or was it just
word matching? It was. I actually cried, and then the guys
It's
at
a
the
beautiful
studio.
song. Like you guys need to hear it. I'll try to see if I
Soon,
can put
Guyana, soon.
like the first verse in over this interview so you can hear it. Like it's nothing you've ever heard before coming from a local artist. It doesn't even sound like it was locally produced.
That's what people like to say too. She's not from Guyana.
Yeah,
He's
it's
not
a
from
beautiful song.
Guyana.
Also,
We got talent right here, real talent.
I don't know if it's
me.
the same song, but it could be another song whereby there's a line in it that whereby you spoke about your mom and your dad and the toxic love that they had. What exactly? Could you break that down for me? I can't fathom. The toxic love. Like, what is toxic love? Like,
Okay.
They had a harmful type of love.
Right. As a black woman, right?
Yeah.
And I don't say this to say we're damned or we're cursed. It's just a naturally occurring thing with us that certain things we tend to accept because majority of the time we may get love from that person or that individual. So the few bad times and the few bad stumps or the rocks or whatever we hit, it's worth it because, let me say, 60% of the time it's good, right? No, that's cool. Everybody has ups and downs. No relationship is perfect. People go through shit. That's life.
That's a fact. Yeah.
But when that 60 is toxic or bad, or all you do 60% of the time is fight, and that 40% is filled up with, scattered memories here and there with a tad bit of fighting. So percentages is going over into that 40% as well. Basically telling you that this relationship that you're in is bad, but for some reason you can't shake it. You can't quit. You can't leave because it's like that person that has like a lasso around. Yeah, it was a whole back and forth issue and kind of thing with them, right? So I never got to see, mommy love daddy or mommy and daddy holding hands and I'm in the middle, that type of fairy tale kind of thing, right? And growing up around me, I had cousins who were with, maybe, as they used to call it, the children father or the child father. You understand? And they would go through some horrifying things. Like I have this phobia against hitting like men or anybody in general. Don't hit me. You understand? Not because you didn't make me or whatever the women them just want for saying. You understand? Don't put your hands on me in that way. You understand? Because I see it as this. You do what you want to do. You have a clear conscience. You have things in your head. People or whoever, your consciousness telling you, why don't do the thing or hurt the girl. But you still do it anyways. She love you, she can take you back and no, if she decides now to don't give you some or ignore you because of that thing that you did that you know that you shouldn't have done, why is it that you have to hold that against her when she didn't hold it against you in the sense that she going to brush you or take a pot of something and chew on you, or you understand? It gets to that point because you love them so much that you tend to hate them as much too. It turns you kind of carnal. I know it's out there.
It's like a disease.
Gets you. Yes, it gets you. And trust me, I have had the type of love where they make you want to break something. What? I mean, it takes everything in you not to like. You look at them like, woo, and you just say, God, Father God, and I get a new glass, and you break it, and you feel better, and you go to bed, and if you feel like you clean it up the early morning or whenever. You understand? Love like that does exist. It's crazy, but it's toxic. Yeah, you have to be careful.
You gotta stay far from it. So when is this mixtape?
I want to release it on Easter Monday.
Easter Monday?
Yeah, so that's the day after my birthday, the 17th. Okay. I'm going to have it all over online. However, if you want to purchase one, and the reason why I'm selling it, people, is because, one, the beats are locally made. 11 out
original
of
beats.
The beats are made by Ikaida, aka Eco Designs, Black Devils, that's all here.
So many songs?
It's a total of 13, but I wouldn't say 13 songs. It's 2 dramatic pieces, poetry, and the rest of them are songs.
Okay. So Easter Sunday, you said?
Easter Monday.
Easter Monday. That's the 6th, 17th?
17th, yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I want to put it out there like that, and that's a
Are we gonna
part.
have like a big release listening party and stuff like that?
Well, my producer did say
A
I
listening
should
party?
do one. I'm like,
You definitely
why?
should
For
do a
people
listening
to
party.
judge. I
No,
mean, they gonna judge
do
when
a
they
listening
hear
party.
it. He's like, no, you have to have one.
You
I
should do a
said, so
listening
I
party.
don't know anything. Okay, who would I invite?
Yeah.
He's like, DJs,
Mm-hmm.
radio personnel,
Yeah.
people who love music. I said,
Definitely.
suppose they don't love my music. Because one thing he always says to me is, your music is out there.
Mm-hmm.
It's because I basically I crave and I love freedom of speech.
Definitely,
I see it as such. If you're an artist, like I said earlier, and you can't express yourself, then yeah, you feel restricted and limited to what people want you to be, as opposed to living up to your full potential, and that could be harmful.
Yeah.
Because whereas you can sit and produce something as great as the whites would call Mozart, right?
Mm-hmm.
Produce something as great as Mozart. You can't do that because you're not as free, or you're scared to be that free because you don't know if people are gonna like it or not. But this was I wouldn't say a fuck you to whoever, but it was more of a me being me without
Thinking
the
about
faces, without
how
the
people gonna judge you.
politeness, without the apologies. I was just me on it.
So we're gonna take our last and final shot.
Mm-hmm.
Did we forget to talk about anything?
I don't know. Is there anything else you want to know?
I don't know if there's anything else you need the public to know. Is there anything else you have to promote? Did we? I think we covered everything. Didn't we?
Yeah, I think we did.
So
we
take
did.
one final shot, and then you're gonna nominate
Okay.
a few of your friends that you would like to have this intoxicated experience.
Oh yes, I've told
So
you.
which one? We'll try the 5-year-old.
Oh God.
You I don't
Go
really.
ahead. Go ahead.
I don't even mind. Well, we could try the cook with the drum or the 3-year-old.
The 5-year-old.
Because the brown rum fucks me up. Like I'm not a brown rum type of person.
You're not a brother.
Nah, brown rums bring out the demon in me. I start beating up these bottles.
And for some people, it's the other way around. They don't like white rum. Oh well.
It's crazy. It's such as life. C'est la vie. So cheers to Troubled, dropping Easter Monday,
Yeah.
17th.
Uh-huh. This look like a concoction.
Yeah.
Here goes.
Okay. So who are some of your friends that you would like to yeah. Take your time. You could take a sip of your
Oh Lord. I have to bring people
Horrible,
on
right?
here who could hold their liquor.
Yeah, who would you like to nominate?
You want the extensive list or the short list?
Short, make it concise.
Okay, people that I would love to see
And
on
that can
here.
be some kind of inspiration to the viewers and stuff like yourself.
Definitely. Have you had piano? What's her last name? Spencer, I think. Spencer.
No, I haven't had Fiona Spencer.
You should have her. She's a great person. You should have her on.
Fiona.
Very enthusiastic. At least you know she could whine. So you know she gonna bust a whine when she comes, because that's her thing. She's a dancer. But I respect her because
Fiona is Fifi.
Fifi. Fifi.
Oh yeah, we actually I know who that is. We actually spoke and she's supposed to.
You need her on here. That would be very fun. To get some more rappers on here, or people who are doing or about to do big things.
Yeah.
You should have Louis Banks on here. I know the name is Louis is real cool. Louis, we definitely need Crow on here. Crow is like, I call him the godfather of Guyanese rap.
Okay.
Because he's one of the more seasoned rappers.
Okay.
He's been around a minute. He's the type of dude that can battle rap, that can poetry rap. He's also featured on my mixtape. I don't have too many features. I don't really believe in too many features because I think that makes an artist become very lazy. Because if you think, all right, every song, this person can do the last verse, you get kind of lazy. So I only have 2 people featuring, which is my producer, Ikaida. You should have him on here as well.
Definitely.
But I don't know if they're going to walk the rum.
No, they have to work the rum.
They got to walk the rum.
They got to walk the rum.
You hear, guys? They got
just like the rum walking you.
Possibly, yeah. So those are really good people to have on here. Aziza, of course, for poets. Suru, of course. There's Trevon. He is a dream, an absolute dream. When I say dream, he sounds like Have you ever listened to Muddy Waters? You don't know Muddy Waters? That riff.
That riff.
That kind of riff, the riff in the guitar.
Okay.
The first set of people who started
Doing
rock and roll, rhythm and blues.
Okay.
Yeah, you should
Black
check.
guy.
Black. You should check them out.
'Cause
Muddy Waters. He's a mixture between Muddy Waters and Little Walter. Little Walter was the guy who did he was a really good on the jukebox.
Okay.
His first actual song where he spoke was the song My Baby Don't Stand No Cheating, My Baby. And I know the song. It's really old. I know.
You say it to the karaoke.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So he's a cross mix between those two. He's really good. He went up for what you call it? This thing that they had, Spotlight, I think it was. Good. He was in there and he plays the piano. Not the piano. Yeah, he does play the piano and the guitar as well. Right? So these are really good people. I'll definitely look. Yeah, my friend Abel. Oh God, he loved to sing. But yeah, it's a very extensive list if I were to get into it. And I know some people can parch my nuts for not calling their names, but trust me, I would love for all of you guys to be on here, and trust me, you wouldn't regret it. They're all very talented people, and like I said, multi-talented, so to speak, because they understand that, first of all, we're in a third world country. That's hard enough. Mm-hmm. So to be heard and to be seen, you have to basically do a bunch of things. You have to get into everything possible.
You have to be.
Yeah, you have to learn. You have to. It's not like back in the days where somebody would hear you on the corner singing and like, I'm gonna give her a record deal.
Yeah, this is the Renaissance era. You know, we have a lot of multi diverse artists. You know, so it's perfectly normal to
that's true.
You know, be good at several things.
Why several?
You gotta be multi-talented.
I hear you.
So thanks for stopping by. You know,
no problem.
We had fun.
We did.
Very informative. We got to learn a lot about Franale. You know. Until next time. Thanks for tuning in to Intoxicated, SipNChat Show. The online commercial beer podcast where we promote local talents and local beverages. I am your host, GT Golden Boy, aka Jay Adams. Until next time.
Bye.